And John's going to change the title because we want to be able to capture recordings for all of our presenters here in this room. So
Right.
you're going to change the name, John, to
Yep, I'm going to do
Summers.
it. I'm on it right now. And
I just grabbed this image off of the One World just so we'd have a little placeholder for it as we begin Summer Joy. And Summer,
yeah,
perhaps you could tell us if there's anyone else we need to make a co-host, dear sister.
Yes, yes. So grateful to be here with all of you. We're going to experience a embodied journey with Sister Eva. If she can become a co-host, that would be wonderful. She is here in the room. She had her bird earlier, and hopefully the bird will be back. And Heather Elizabeth, if she is here.
Wonderful. John will make them a co-host in just a moment.
okay, I'm
Great.
doing that.
All right. And then we got the recording going again, John?
I've renamed it.
And there we go. So if you could make Ava and Heather a co-host, John, that'd
I'm
be
looking
great.
for Heather. I'm looking for Heather.
Adding her pin. There we go. She's
Heather is here. I'm just looking for Heather.
I
oh,
don't see Heather here. Is she here under a different name?
no, I have a feeling she's not here. But in light of that, I just want to say it's been a beautiful experience of beloved community in preparing for this space that we've had that we've been preparing in a really loving way. I just want to start with I've been here for the whole opening ceremony. It's been such a blessed beginning on this first day of the 44 days of peace as we are preparing and really opening up this beautiful MLK beloved community convergence that's going to be happening all weekend. So many people are contributing to this experience that we are all holding in our hearts for this time on planet Earth. And it's been such a weaving from enlightening our way together in December is really where I met this sister that is alongside me right now, as I really felt, part of the how for me has been an exploration of dancing as ceremony and as prayer and as action. I completed the third 24-hour dance for peace on earth during enlightening our way together. And I was so grateful to see that there are others like me, getting people in their bodies and going beyond this, from top of head to heart that we share, and getting people really, to embody and stand up and emerge into the experience in our bodies. And so, Sister Eva is here. We're going to be co-creating this journey together. And then I was inspired to bring my dear sister, Heather, who I think is really here in spirit today. But she's been a part of this co-creation of this space, as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is I would say, a spirit guide to Heather Elizabeth's work in the world, the Imagined Peace Promise. And she, as we've been unfolding this experience together, she was invited to an event at her niece and nephew's school that had a quote, I believe, of Thich Nhat Hanh and an invitation for MLK Day of Service. So if she's not going to join us, that's where she's at. She's got her hands and heart with the youth of her community in Austin, Texas. So I just want to send love to her, as there is that incredible, I would say, tension and also profound joy of service in our communities, local communities, and how we show up here online and globally. There's so many ways that this looks like the dream, the legacy and the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King. So yeah, I think as this image has been an image that my husband brought through the beautiful co-creations with AI of the Magic Canoe, as we are going to go on a journey of cosmic beloved community with Dr. King, leading us on the way in the magic canoe, in one world, one heart, one prayer. So Eva, let's begin our journey together with everyone here.
Thank you so much, Sommer. I just want to also express my deepest gratitude for this process of co-creating with you and this magical unfolding that we've been experiencing, and how it just keeps spiraling deeper and deeper into deeper understanding the less we hold on to any outcome of what is actually going to happen. And I experienced that so much with you both, and it's been such a honor to explore this with you, and I'm really looking forward to journeying together. Yes,
Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
All of you who are
So
in the room with us, we are inviting you to join us. So we may want to just, eventually go into gallery view, but just know you are all invited on this journey with us this next hour.
yeah. So we have prepared a little bit of a consideration prior to an embodied practice for all of us to help us establish what the embodied practice is going to be. And I have prepared something for all of us here. Heather has been absolutely amazing in sending exactly the right clips of speeches to me that were just like, wow. So the embodiment practice that I've been developing and that keeps unfolding is called Embodiment as the One Heart. And the oneness of all of life is first, and then there is separation. So Heather sent this beautiful speech, and I took something out of that speech that I found really significant for that consideration. Sommer, would you like to read the quote for us?
Yeah, and I just think it's very fascinating as well that it was in 1964 in London, where, in your country where you are in the UK. It's very fascinating. So here's a few quotes. I just want to invite you to really bring your hands and your whole body to listen and participate in this with us. This, it seems to me, is the greatest tragedy of slavery, the greatest tragedy of segregation, not merely what it does to the individual physically, but what it does psychologically. It scars the soul of the segregated, as well as the soul of the segregator. Do you want to read the next one, and then I'll read the next?
Yeah. It gives the segregator a false sense of superiority, whilst leaving the segregated with a false sense of inferiority.
The basic thing about a man is not his specificity, but his fundamentum. I love that word. Not the texture of his hair or the color of his skin, but his eternal dignity and worth.
Yeah. So that has been an absolutely beautiful quote for me, and consideration for me to read in such excellent language. And in the consideration of embodiment as the one heart, I have been basically experimenting how to embody as the oneness of all of life. But the more I did that, the more I realized that the not oneness with all of life is equally important to really fully understand, because without understanding it, I can't cut through it. It can't transform. I can't change. So at some point, I created myself some visual models to help me with the self-inquiry into separation. And this one seemed to fit just so beautifully to what Martin Luther King is bringing here. So basically, I start always with the oneness first. So there's life itself, inclusive of all polarities as one, which could also be love itself, inclusive of all polarities is one. And then suddenly you have this core belief in separation. Suddenly you believe we are all separate. And as soon as we feel separate, there is an I and another. And then very quickly from there, we suddenly have an inferior I and a superior I and a superior you and an inferior you. And suddenly in this separation, we don't seem to have another choice, but flip between those polarities in our conversations, in our relationships. And so suddenly we have all these things going on, like as soon as I feel superior, there's some entitlement, I feel special, right, and good. As soon as I'm inferior, Lottie, it's okay. It was something coming through letterbox. As soon as I feel inferior, I'm unworthy, insignificant, wrong, and bad. And then suddenly you have these dynamics emerging between judgment and self-judgment, projection and internalizing projection, control, powerlessness, blame, and self-blame. But then there's this totally other possibility, which is life itself, inclusive of all polarities as one. And in that realm, we don't need to do any of those switching between these roles. So, yes, so I feel it is absolutely fundamental that we begin to understand that the game of superiority and inferiority is completely an invention and a presumption and has no basis in reality at all. So here I have a short clip that really probably a lot of you already know, but it's very, very powerful and very, very striking. And I want to just play that.
Please. And maybe too, just before you play that, for us that are in this room and seeing those different things that maybe the game that you're saying that plays out, to just consider with compassion and, you know, non-judgment, what kind of things maybe are we still feeding in those inferior and superior as we listen and take in Dr. King.
Yeah, I always find a new little twist of things, you know, the more I get, so the more I understand about it, the more clever these systems become to kind of hide themselves from us, you know, when we go into entitled things or unworthy things. It's really fascinating. Okay, let me play this.
What happened is that some of our philosophers got off base. And one of the great problems of history is that the concepts of love and power have usually been contrasted as opposites, polar opposites. So that love is identified with a resignation of power and power with a denial of love. It was this misinterpretation that caused the philosopher Nietzsche, who was the philosopher of the will to power, to reject the Christian concept of love. It was the same misinterpretation which induced Christian theologians to reject Nietzsche's philosophy of the will to power in the name of the Christian idea of love. Now, we got to get this thing right. What is needed is a realization that power without love is reckless and abusive, and that love without power is sentimental and anemic. Power at its best. Power at its best is love, implementing the demands of justice, and justice at its best is love correcting everything that stands against love.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, my understanding is that to bring love to power and power to love goes through the body. It goes through the body and through this deep, deep understanding, this embodied understanding of love and power.
Yeah, Yay.
And deep, deep feeling, the capacity of deep, deep feeling and deep, deep acknowledging of everything that we find inside of ourselves, so that then that can become the medicine for transformation. So let's go into the universal prayer for peace and a little prelude that I feel is really important in this current time and in the context of love and power. Would you like to read this one, Sommer?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to also acknowledge that that was really poignant, you know, to not only be here with the legacy and the honoring of this great life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but to also see him and hear him right here in this present day. And Deborah said in the chat, love without power is anemic. Yes, that is so powerful how he speaks to love and the relationship of love and power and love. So I just wanted to, some of the people that are in the room sharing in the chat, one world, one humanity, one heart, one heartbreaking horror, one suffering, one potential for total destruction, one potential for limitless, exquisite, joyous beauty in endless forms of expression, one responsibility as one.
We can just share reading this, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna go into the universal prayer for peace, because to me it is one of the texts that is so beautifully held in the oneness of all of life, in that expression of love, as well as acknowledging everything that is just deeply heartbreaking.
Mm.
Okay. A universal prayer for peace. One inexplicable universe. One starlit, endless sky. One green and blue planet amongst countless others. One profound mystery. As one you dance, as one you dance.
As one deep, vast ocean all around, as one body of earth and rock and fire and bones and flesh and hair, one air, one water, one wind, one breath, one sun, one moon, one sound, one silence.
One intricate and incomprehensible web of particles and waves and atoms and cells and empty space. One gravity, one light, one day, one night, one inexplicable universe. One magnificent and magical organism of aliveness and forever changing forms of wondrousness, one love, one heart, one true happiness shining in all eyes. As one you dance, as one you dance.
The one pain of all the horrors, the one pain of all the fake divisions, the one pain of all ideas of I and me and mine, one pain of all the I am good and you are bad perceptions, one pain of all the fears of the so-called other, one pain of all the love destructive forces, one pain of all the unnecessary sufferings. As one you dance, as one responsibility, as one ability to respond, as one heart, as one love, one love, one love, one world, adding that in, as one colorful and powerful and bright and shining humanity.
Yeah. And we could easily add now the one pain of all the power without love, and the one pain of all the love without power. I feel these two will be my new mantras to go through the day with. Yeah. So my invitation is now to switch to gallery view and to join in an embodied exploration.
I'm
And
removing
it's,
spotlights.
yeah.
Here, so we have no.
Or you can use some spotlights when you want, but yeah, it's,
There we go.
yeah. So the idea is to just explore bodily what it feels like to say with the whole body, one heart, one love, one world,
Mhm.
to allow your whole body to speak that.
So
One love.
if you are sitting, it may take a moment to adjust and transition into standing. And as we are transitioning, Heather has joined us as well at just
Oh,
the
wonderful.
moment as we are embodying this prayer.
Yeah. It is also possible to do it sitting on a chair, but it's yeah, it's nicer when you stand and you can move your whole body. But feel free to do it how it is comfortable for you. One heart, one love, one heart, one love. And what happens in the body when we withdraw from that, when we go into one pain of any kind, then usually it's something like, the sense in the body is this, right? Suddenly we feel separate, and there is fear or sorrow or anger or anything, but it's separate. There's an I, there's another, right? And just explore the difference for a moment in your own way. One heart,
One heart,
one love,
one love,
one heart,
one heart.
one love.
I'm really
One
inviting my legs into this experience. Heart. One love.
And then whenever you feel like it, one pain of this, that, or the other, one pain, separation. That's it. Goes like that. Yeah. What I find, the more I practice that, to consciously notice when I'm open and all in this love space, then suddenly when I go like this, physically, I notice it much faster. The more I have experimented with that consciously, the faster I notice it. Go.
One, and maybe saying it. So I see some of you looking and watching. So I'm going to call out to some. So John Raymer, Erica, I see you, Alenka. I want to invite you to actually voice this. We may not hear you because we have you muted, but we want to see and do this with you. This is an experience in the magic canoe. One pain feel that. Where does your body naturally go in this
And feel
exhale?
free to unmute yourself so we can hear your voices too.
All
Feel
right.
free to unmute yourself.
Okay, I'm just going to go over some of your, there we go. We are in this together.
Contraction.
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard that.
And
Contraction.
if anything,
Yes.
yeah, and if anything comes up, like literally feel free to just be completely in your own time and space with any of this. It doesn't need to look coordinated or anything, just your own exploration and us inspiring each other with it. So just feel free to speak of the one heart and the one love, the one heart and the one love, and then go into the one pain of all, whatever it is for you right now, one pain of all grandiose entitlement, the one pain of all despair, the one pain of all sense of powerlessness, whatever it is. It doesn't matter when we talk across each other, it's fine.
One love expansion.
One tear.
Love.
One tear. One pain.
One moment.
One closing. One opening.
The all.
Round. One love,
One way.
one heart, one love, one pain of all the power without love, one pain of all the love without power, one pain.
One fist. One heart. Open. One breath.
One ebb, one flow.
Mm.
One pain of all the fake divisions, one pain of all the fake.
We are one,
Mm.
one heart, one hope, one vision, one love.
And really invite you in your body as you say these. Feel your body moved by what you're sharing.
Love.
My heart pounding.
Love.
Yes, love.
Joy. Got your back. Summer joy.
And one hug. One big hug for all of it. All of it.
I feel the energy just from you guys all the way over here. One
One
energy, one movement, one connection.
Wonderful.
One connection, one dance.
One world.
One world. John, what's your move with one world? Let's see it.
Yeah.
One world.
One heart, one love, one love, one love, one pain,
And
all the
receive.
fake divisions,
The earth.
one pain of all the I am good and you are bad perceptions, one pain.
Her body is our body.
One toe. Elbow.
It really starts to feel like one body moving.
One giant beanbag chair for everyone to share.
Oh.
One body moving no matter where we are.
One breath.
Mm. And love.
One transformation. One fire. 8 fire.
Spark. One spark for 8 fires.
One giggle.
One beautiful afternoon.
One hug in the hub.
One raindrop, one snowflake.
One raindrop and one snowflake. What is that in the body?
Hmm.
Sound.
Look at the transformation.
One deep feeling of all of humanity's sorrow.
Sorrow. Sorrow.
That one
Deep-
moment where you see somebody or you're seen. We are all in that one moment.
Sorrow and one moment.
Eyes.
The one power as love and the one love as power. The one power as love and the one love as power. Deep feeling of all the darkness of humanity. Deep feeling.
One hesitation. One free.
I watched myself walk to the beginning of man, and it starts with one breath. My breath, your breath, but one breath. Oh my.
As Heather is here now, I'm wondering if she wants to read us this quote by Martin Luther King again, like we did before when we were meeting together.
Yes.
If Heather's here.
Please bring your camera back on, sister, if it's safe. If it's not the right moment, no worries.
Yeah, no worries if it's not right.
I just want to say, to just invite this. It's like there's a heat stirring my body. I feel more connected with all of you as we explore this magic canoe together. Heather, welcome.
You might, I don't know if you're able to read, Heather.
I am not. Greetings, beloved community. It is a joy and an honor to be here with you now, and to be sitting in the beloved community of St. Francis School in Austin, which is where I've been throughout this day. And I don't have the exact quote that you're referring to, Eva, with me, yet I have a quote in my heart that I would like to share.
Please.
Yes.
The time is always right to do what is right.
The time is always right to do
what is right.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh, ouch. I don't know if anyone else here has been like, oh, it's not the right time. I gotta wait for a better time.
We can love on that. Not the right time, too.
Dr.
Can you
King
say it
also
again,
said,
Heather? Can you repeat it?
Yeah.
The divine moment is always now.
Yeah.
Divine moment is always now.
One heart, one love, one right time. One right timeless time for everything, for now. Beyond space time, there's always time for the right thing. As one, you dance, as
All
one you
Get what you
dance.
want, but you get what you need.
As one you dance, as the one power of love, as one you dance, as the one love that is power. As one you dance, as
Erica, we heard your sounds. Ah.
Well, how are you feeling? I have like a sense I would really love to. Do you do eye gazing sometimes? Like eye gazing? I feel like such a strong sense connection with everyone here that if you feel comfortable and if it gels with you, come really close to your camera so we can see each other's eyes and see if we can literally merge with each other's beingness through our eyes, no matter where we are in the world.
Just breathing into your body, into your whole body with these eyes.
Just allowing ourselves to merge into that literal oneness that is always already there. It doesn't need to be manufactured at all, because it is what is. It is what is real. It is who we are. Just merging into the one heart, into the one love. Feeling, sensing like creative potential in that. A creative potential for true transformation of this human world in that indescribable love, in this incomprehensible love in which there is no separation.
See your eyes. Just going to call out some of the names, looking right into your eyes. Mia. Maybe we can all like look into Mia's eyes together. You just look into her eyes. Yeah.
I accept you
Aw,
for you.
Sister.
thank you. And Amanda's eyes, even through her glasses, we can go right straight into those eyes. Smile. Thank you. All that you're expressing and being. Nalenka, what a journey you've been on, sister. Wow. Let's just take a moment and honor all the fires she's been igniting in many different places in the world. I see you, sister. Thank you for letting us look into your eyes in this moment. Deborah, Robin, Mac, Eva. Danced with you for almost 24 hours in December. It's good to be here with you again. in this gathering at this moment, what is so many different ways to be in service and to be a support and presence in these next 4 days. To simply have your presence is service. Feel that coming through from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his spirit calling him forward.
Yeah.
All matters. It all matters wherever you are.
Everybody could be great because anybody could serve.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's what Dr. King said.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
My father, sorry, so he was young and schizophrenic and homeless, but he marched in Martin Luther King's rallies, some of the very amazing ones. And I'm feeling him close to me right now. And without his sickness that our society put on him. I just wanted to share that.
Beautiful. Honor your father.
What is his name, if you would like to share?
His name's Chris, and he passed about 4 years ago, right about now. But he visits a lot.
Yes.
Yes. One heart, one world. Chris. Prayer. Chris.
Seems we have all, lots of us have naturally just been feeling the heart very strongly now. My heart is literally just like exploding at the moment with all this beauty that's being transmitted here. And I wonder if we can maybe add to that transmission that we've just sent through our eyes to each other and through our hearts, also through our hands. Literally bring that heart, powerful presence through our hands to each other and just feel what that feels like. And how it makes no difference that we are in totally different parts of the world. There's no distance between us at all. We're all in one room. In one room, lived by this love and this life itself, in which there's no separation.
No separation.
Oh, the power, the energy is so powerful.
It feels so beautiful. Wow.
Here's another quote from Dr. King. It says,
Please.
hatred paralyzes life. Love releases it. Hatred confuses life. Love harmonizes it. Hatred darkens life. Love illuminates it.
One pain of all the hatred. One pain of all the hatred.
Oh, goodness.
One pain of all the unworthiness and powerlessness and fear and threat that may be underneath the hatred.
All stories of separation. Sending one love to all stories of separation, all realities of separation. One love.
I've decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear.
Masking, but in a gentle way. that light shines on the dark parts of my heart and helps me fight the war that is sometimes within, the war that I didn't choose, to always accept love over hate.
Light shines on the dark places in my heart.
Yes.
Light shining on the dark places in my heart.
Anyone want to share anything who hasn't said anything yet at all? Anyone feel moved? Yeah, Amanda. Like to unmute yourself?
Yes, thank you. I've been in two places at once, or many places at once, as all this has been happening. So I'm on the most incredible talk on compassion that I'm also contributing to, and being part with you with the movement. So it's absolutely brilliant. I'm coming in and out. But I really wanted to honor and say what the lovely lady was saying about her dad, because with huge compassion, the masculine in my life again has been full of hate. I was force-fed hate by my father. It's so shocking that somebody that I can see and feel now is such a bigger, broader picture, but I was fed hate as a child on all races, on all sexuality. It was and yet my father took me on his shoulders in New York when Martin Luther King had been assassinated, and they were performing, my parents were performing on Broadway on a show then. So I was there on his shoulders, and he marched with everyone that he had expounded all this hatred about, everything. And there I was, and he did that. And so for me, I am also feeling the healing of that wound with the father and the holding of hatred without intelligence. And hatred is the lack of true spiritual intelligence. And I really want to, looking at the balancing and the releasing and forgiveness that was mentioned today. He was an alcoholic and violent and abusive, and I really want to lay down anything that is non-forgiveness in me, and I want to dance that through as a breath to help unify the community of all women that have suffered in that way. And we rise out of the ashes, we rise out of the fire, and we drip honey with our words, and we drip honey with our life and our essence and our joy of movement. Blessed be.
Thank you. Anyone else? Is anything bursting from them? Deborah?
A prayer is just coming through. May everyone be blessed to be themselves in the way that they love, in the way that they receive. May we be free to make these hand motions no matter where we are, no matter who we're in front of, so that we can teach the art of subtle energy and the beauty of the subtle movement. And when Sommer Joy speaks and says, may the light shine upon the darkness in my heart, it is an invocation.
It is an invocation.
It is. It is a whole body invocation.
An invocation.
And an invitation.
And an invitation.
All
And
your vulnerability.
an invitation.
It's an invitation to embodiment as the one heart. Literally. Literally. With every cell of the body. And with every cell of all the air around as well.
We do have 6 minutes, and there is a something.
Yes.
Is
One,
there
two.
something I just want to ask John for a sec. Is there something right after that we need to finish at the 30-minute mark? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Shall we go into your video, Sommer?
I was going to go right into the video, and if we have time for shares after that, we will go right into share. But to honor the time and to ground this is an offering to ground what we are together, what we have been being, beloved community.
Feeling your feet settling in to the earth below you. Feel all the connections that you have to the earth. You may be sitting down, so feeling the connection down through the earth underneath your sitting bones. Feeling the earth in your body, grounding down into the sanctuary that is this earth. In these next 5 minutes, I'm going to invite you into this deep awareness as you go down deeper and inside yourself deeper. There is a place called the Garden of Joy, welcoming you to open a door, an earth grounded, peaceful door that's in front of you now. This door illuminates what earth is to you. As you close your eyes and imagine and ground down deeper and deeper into the earth, you feel this door in front of you begin to open more and more as you ground deeper and deeper. Feel this sacred connection that you know deep inside you and deep down, deep with the earth. The door opens. There's a calling as you enter the door. There's a calling, there's a hum as you ground deeper, connecting. There's a hum in the earth. The sanctuary, your connection to the earth. There are these beautiful red roots that you are connecting to deep, deep into the earth. There's a bright red energy to harness you in the trust of the sanctuary of your relationship with the earth. Wherever you go, whatever is next in this day, I want to invite you to imagine this illuminated red root connected to the core of the earth that is always nourishing you. And it reconnects every step you make. It reconnects and reconnects. This loving red energy from the earth, from her, from Mother Gaia, from the Great Mother, from and in your body. You are always connected. And let yourself come back up, up, up from this bright red connection, roots, bright red, rooted to the core of the earth. No matter what is happening, there is a rose. Now, as you open your eyes and reconnect to the space you are in, there is a blooming red rose in your hands from the Garden of Joy. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. You are a sanctuary.
Around us, running through the fields of summer joy, we are the child again. Blue, blue magic medicine running through our veins as we remember.
Beautiful.
May we remember. And I think our time is up, even though we started after
It's
our,
okay. Okay.
but I just want to honor all of you. All of you. Thank you so much. And there is a transition to the next offering for this incredible MLK weekend Convergence. It looks like we have 5 more minutes. Is that what
Well,
you're
yeah, no, Summer, yeah, I don't want to rush. Jeremiah's here, Peter, I want to let you really allow this beautiful expression and offering here to evolve to a natural conclusion. Eva wants to say something, and Heather has her hand up too. So
Yeah, I would love to let Heather speak. You have some beautiful final words for us, I'm sure.
Yeah.
good.
Hi.
Hi.
So I feel really inspired to sing
Great.
a book that we just read with the young beings, 5 years and younger. And I'm feeling inspired to sing it. Dr. King and the civil rights workers and our ancestors, they navigated the hardest of times through song and dance, just as we have been sharing in. So I'd love to share this song, and if you feel inspired to sing along with me, I would love that. Okay. We've got the whole world in our hands. 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 Okay, y'all join me. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world
In
in our hands. Whole world in our hands. Thank you.
One more time. Hold on. I got a visual for you. We got the whole
World in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands.
nice.
Aho.
I've got a last sentence on this one, which goes, I see you, I see me, I see you as me, as you, as me, as you, as me, I see.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you so much. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. And I just want to say we all are going to be leveling up our action in our communities for the next 40 days. And we are really, really thrilled. The 3 of us will join you on the final day of the 40 days of peace. And I just want to invite our dreamy, what does that look like? What are you going to commit to over these next 44 days? But anyways, at the end of the 40 days, we're going to gather together with the spirit of Thich Nhat Hanh and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s relationship, connection, and also this completion to imagine, dream into these days. What's in your heart ready to step more forward into? So we look forward to joining you on that day. Thank you so much, Eva. And thank you so much, Heather.
Yes, thank you, Summer. Oh my gosh.
We'll see you in One World. Many opportunities for joining the three of us. You can message all three of us there. We all offer wonderful things throughout these days. So thank you.
Fabulous,
Thank you,
fabulous,
Thank you,
fabulous.
everyone. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Everybody. Yeah. All right. So let me just clarify some of the things Summer was just talking about. So we are engaging in, it's going to be actually 44 days because starting on Tuesday, which is the day after the day of service and Dr. King's birthday, count 40 days, that takes us to February 25th. And that's the beloved community convergence. They're kind of like bookends. We're in the weekend of service, and it's 40 days of peace and service, peace through unity. So, and this is a chance in the year of, I call dragon yoga, for us to stretch and use this time together to go in unprecedented ways, places we haven't been before. All right. Thank you again, Heather. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Summer Joy. Oh my gosh. I'm going to stop that. And I'm going to stop the recording. Let me just tell you what we're doing. We're attempting to do things